In this lesson, I'm going to give you the detailed information about this Adobe Premiere Pro timeline. Right now, you can see when I was created that sequence, food sequence, we got the new name in this particular timeline, which is food sequence, and we got that particular sequence here. We don't have any footage here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this video content here. So we have already marked the video start and end position in our previous classes. Let us see how to load that here. After created that in and out, now I can able to see we have the timeline needle here. In this timeline, you can see we have hours, minutes, seconds and milliseconds, the duration as well as the current position of this timeline needle. And you can see we have three different tracks for video and three different tracks for audio. Now you can able to lock the particular layer. I just unlock that particular track also. You can make the content into invisible if you want, and you can make that into visible. Now we right click here on this particular track. You can see we have all these options. If you want to move the selected track into the app, you can use this option, all sources app. And if you want to move towards the bottom, you can use this option, move all sources down. So we have different options here. First, I want to load a video content so that you can able to see all those things what we have in this timeline. So the way it's easy to load the content from our source monitor. I just click and drag. This is the easy way, and I'm going to place where I need my video. You can see this is the starting position. I can place in a first track, a second track or third track where I want. So I'm going to place this in this first track. When I was placing that video, it shows you a clip mismatch warning. What is that mismatch? It shows you this clip does not match the sequence settings. Change sequence setting to match clip settings. If you have at least one pixels variation in width or height, you can show this option. And if you have different frame per second also, it will show this option. So if you want to keep the same settings for this sequence, you can choose this option, which is keep existing setting, because we have planned and created this sequence, so we don't want to do any changes. But if you want to change according to that particular source video, you can choose this option, which is change sequence settings. Most of the time we don't prefer that. If you want to match that on the current sequence with this source, the time only we are going to use this option, which is change sequence settings. Otherwise I'm going to use this option only, which is keep existing settings. So I choose that keep existing setting. When you want to keep this all time, you can just disable this, because every time this will ask you the message. But if you want that Adobe Premiere Pro want to ask you every time, you can just enable that, and I choose this keep existing setting. Now we got the same existing setting, and here we have the final program preview. Now I'm going to play. You can see we have that video footage here. You too have the different color for the footage. Now you can see at the bottom I have this slider. I can able to reduce the slider to zoom in the particular track. You can see I can able to zoom in the time, and we have the ruler here. It shows you the duration like 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds. So it indicates what is the duration of the selected particular file. You can also see the entire tracks duration, and we have different video tracks here. We have the video track preview here, and now I choose this toggle track output. You can see I can able to hide that with the help of this option. I can able to lock. You can see I cannot able to access this footage. So you can able to lock or visible this particular selected track. Now I choose this track. When I choose this track, you can able to see that track has a white colored stroke. You can see that. So that indicates this particular segment was currently selected. You can use this slider to zoom in and zoom out. At the same time, you can able to use Alt key. If you just press hold Alt key and scroll your mouse, you can able to zoom in and zoom out. You can see that. Just press hold the Alt key and zoom in. You can also zoom out with the help of the same Alt key. I was moving that scroll mouse in a reverse order. So this is how we use this, and with the help of this playhead you can see I can able to move forward as well as backward. Now I'm going to do one more thing. We have added this segment, and in this my source panel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place some marker here. I was adding random markers, and now I'm going to import the footage here. So when I import the footage, or previous footage itself, you got the marker there, you can see that. So I got all those markers there, and if you want to add anything based on the markers, you can add that now. Now I just close this, and again I'm going to add the same thing. I just click and drag. You can able to see how I can able to add. I can place wherever I want, and I choose keep existing setting. Now after this, I just come to this area in between each track. When I come in between these two tracks, I can have a different cursor change. I can click and drag. So this will help me to increase the particular the frame size, and when I increase that, you can able to see I have the foot preview here. So this indicates what kind of layer content you have within that segment. So it too shows you the duration of the particular clip. This will be the valuable visual communication for us. You can able to add multiple tracks also. Like I'm going to choose this track. I just double click. You can see we have more duration for this clip. I'm going to start with this place. I can use a shortcut key also. I press I to start the input, the mark, and I press O to set the output. Finally, I'm going to place here. So I just press hold the Alt key and I scroll my mouse. Now I just click and drag from this. I'm going to place here, and it to have the particular thumbnail view, and you can see how we have the foot. So this is how we load that video content from the source monitor, and we can just drag and drop here. This is the best as well as the easy way. We can zoom in, and you can see how we have those areas. If you want to zoom overall all those tracks, you can use this option also. You can see that how we can able to zoom in and zoom out. As a beginner, you may zoom in and you can start to utilize this Adobe Premiere Pro timeline. This is the easy way. So this is how we use we load the content from the source monitor. You can also directly add from the bin, but if you want to select, you can select from this sources. This is the easy way as well as the proper way to load the content. You don't want to load all those unwanted content into timeline, and you want to edit and you want to remove. This is the right way. You are having a preview and you are selecting the essential area only, and you are going to load that in this timeline. So this is how we use this timeline. We have a lot more options with this timeline in Adobe Premiere Pro. We will use all those values in upcoming lessons.